Hello, everyone. We just have 1 week to go now until EA College Football drops on MVP Plus membership. July 2nd comes out. And do know that if you don't sign up for that by the end of June, that will not be able to participate uh, in this membership. You'll still be able to buy Madden if you want. And maybe they'll open it back up then. But this is not just a pre-order thing. This is something you have to actually consider ahead of time seriously. So if you want it, get out and get it. Otherwise, the regular release will come out July 9th, and then the deluxe version comes out, I think, 2 days after you get on MVP Plus membership. So check that out. If you're going to buy both games, it's well worth it. You get a lot of stuff. Plus, you also be signed up for a lot of the merchandise or other beta opportunities, things that EA wants to test. You'll be apt to get into those. And they said they're going to reward your loyalty for each year that you play. You're going to accumulate more and more stuff. They're doing it to get people to come back and keep playing it. I think it's a great idea. Give us all, some the old guys like me have been playing the game for so long. I mean, we don't get in betas. We don't get to be community leaders or anything. So I think this is a way. You do have to pay to do it, of course, but you're not really paying much of anything if you're buying both games anyway. So why not get the perks? Because they say the perks are going to be pretty good. So I'm thinking maybe we get some like alternate uniform packs or something. So if you're buying both games, and note this is console only, you could still get EA Pro Play on computer, on PC. Now that's different though. You're not going to get it through. You won't have an MVP Plus membership. So I actually have a list of some of the things that I experienced during the beta, and I got a top 10 list. So we used to do the top 10 list. That's so. Start out with the dynamic atmosphere of crowd noise. One of the things that you notice a lot when you play a game is you're getting the feeling that it's back like in 2004, where the screen shakes and you really get. It's not just the screen shaking though. You really get the feeling that like there's a lot of excitement there. Like they pump the bass up, the bands get going like furiously. There's a real feeling of intense energy and excitement. And I think people are really going to notice it. They say this every year, I know, but without even looking for it, I immediately noticed it. Just to tell you how good it is, because I didn't even have but a small speaker attached to my PS5, and I could tell the difference. So look forward to that. Now, number two, I haven't really got into this, but a deep dive on the nil, how that all works with the transfer portal. That's going to be a really big thing for a lot of people. I probably will check it out, but I'm not super into a lot of that stuff. I guess I'm an older person, so I don't really think about people hopping around to different teams all the time, which I don't think a lot of people like anyway. But if you like it, if part of the game says you're going to either have to do it or you're going to have to turn it over to the computer, I'll probably check it out and then go from there. Number three is the precision passing mechanics. They're mixing it now with like if they're being rattled, there's like an emotion type engine to it. So this is where you're going to see like a Drew Brees is going to be like a guy that you want. You're going to really notice it, because when you got the game on the line and you got a pretty decent quarterback and you got a guy wide open, and a quarterback feels pressured and he throws it into the ground or he throws it over, people are going to be mad. They shouldn't be mad, because quarterbacks should feel different. You should feel like you got a really great quarterback in there. You should be able to see the difference. So this is one that probably will make a lot of people unhappy, especially if you're playing with a smaller school. It's probably going to be even more frustrating to do everything right and to just have it where the quarterback is rattled. Guess what? That's part of football. So the Creation Suite has been removed from the basic tool set. They now actually have their own site that you could do it from. It's going to give you a lot more ability to customize your school. You could change field turf designs. Oh, this is cool. I'm just looking at this. I didn't even know this. You got custom audio reactive stadium lights that will flash on third down. See, that's something I missed in my playthrough with the beta, which was about 3 days worth of time. I played about 10 hours a day, so I got about 30 hours in it. So the next one is enhanced wear and tear depth. Now they're going down to the microscopic joint level for deep in-game muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue, joint pain now is a real thing. It says if you run your halfback 30 times a game, his acceleration will decrease. His acceleration will go down. It will degrade, and his fumble probability is going to go up. I think we all have been known for a while about running someone a lot. It's just going to cause a fumble. It's going to be even more so now. So those are the top 5 that I think. I know we said we're going to do 10, but I actually would like to talk a little bit about Madden 27 now, and what are the top things going on in that. And the first thing is it's called Next Gen Field Sense AI Matrix, and basically it's a way that they've integrated artificial intelligence into Madden, and it really matters a lot more than people will think. I know a lot of people will think that AI is a buzzword. I can assure you it's not. Since I work in AI, I could see what they've done, and I think a lot of people, even if you don't work in AI, if you're a long-time veteran of Madden, a long-time veteran of college football, you will notice the difference. And people are still going to complain, right? Because everyone has their opinion on what's football. That's a big thing that people don't realize. It's perception, a lot of it. So let's talk a little bit more about that. The computer will allow you to, like if you take control of someone by mistake, for instance, you're trying to sack the quarterback and you accidentally switch to the DB and you don't know what to do. I think we've all had that before. And so what this will do will allow you to hit the L1 button and have the AI take control of the person that you're controlling, and they'll do a fairly good job, actually. I used it for like almost half a day. I let the AI, if you start it out and you don't control it, then that's always been the case. But this is different because you could start out controlling it, and then if you realize I'm not really good at playing cornerback, which, I have found that out quite a lot of times, then you can just hit L1, and that also works too if you lose your player. You don't know what's going on. Maybe you're new to Madden, whatever. You hit the L1, and it will just let you, I call it the children button. You could give a small child the button and just tell them to hit L1 after, and it would be great. The kid would think he's playing it and everything. So the AI adds a lot to it, but I won't belabor it. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty surprised. Next is the hyper-realistic physics engine. It's something that you may not realize when you see pictures, or you see some clips of Madden. It may not look different, but this was also a feeling I got when I saw Madden and I looked at what they're doing. The hyper-realistic physics is also something that's in college football, and what it is they lose a lot of the canned animations, and they lose a lot of the grouping animations, which you've all seen. People have said those are like fake. And it actually puts true physics in. So you may think things look the same until you play a little bit more, and you're going to start seeing a lot of people do things that you've never seen them do before, because all of it's contextual. This is what I spoke about years ago about Madden football being more contextual and true to the game. Like, the random aspect of football is what people most have issues with. People that are playing competitively, or people that are playing very seriously, and they want it totally even. I don't think that's football to me, but I can understand why they want to play on a level playing field. The problem I have, though, is when they want to translate that playing field to all of us, so that we don't get, like we get a few years back, Madden in the beta, you could strip sack and it was fun, but people were crybabies because they run out of the pocket and they do all that. So they had to turn it down, and when they turned it down, basically you could never sack the quarterback, and you could certainly not strip it. I'm not sure what year that was, but if you're a long-time Madden player and you're in any betas, you'll remember it. The game was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And then when it came out, it was wonderful for about 2 weeks or so. Then they patched it, and it went back to being the same old crap. So next we have number 3, custom franchise sandbox tools. I did get into this in the beta, and I looked in to see, and my God, there is so much to these games. College football, man, the depth is there. But what they have done now is you hear that a lot, that they've added more depth. What they've really done is give you a lot of tools, so you can do things like customize your draft class logic. So if you want like more receivers, then better receivers, taller receivers, you could do like global sliders. And people that make rosters have always had to work with this. Now they'll be able to do a lot more individually with what they're doing. It says you can also change how you handle the salary cap. So that's another good thing. People like me, I love playing season or dynasty or franchise, but I don't I don't live, eat, and breathe the college football games like some of you do. So it's just all how you play the game. Most of my games, to be honest, are play now games. I usually play like the matchup of the week, like if Buckeyes are playing, Marshall or something. Then I'll play the game and see how it goes out. And I did dabble in franchise dynasty, but the thing with me is I don't like it because I get into it and then the new game comes out. So I've always said they should allow you to continue over like the show does. If they allowed you to continue over, I would play it like all time. But since they don't, I don't really usually do much with it. I just continue to be playing out. So that's just me. That's how I enjoy the game. In defense, you got custom audible and schemes. Yeah, that's another thing. The pre-snap audibles have been changed completely. So I mentioned this in their blurb. The way that you do the pre-snap is completely different now. It's not that hard to learn though, but if like me and you're used to, it took me like a whole day, like 10 hours of playing to get out of the habit of doing the same thing I always would do. And the reason for it is now you just do it one time and it'll stay that way. Yeah, you don't have to keep doing it. That's what kind of blew my mind. Like I kept thinking, why do I have to do this every play? It's so hard to memorize. And then I started thinking, I don't have to do it, because if you look at it, it just says like adjusted tendency, and it retains that. It's not just a one-off. So also you can really do a lot of customization of your audibles. The game actually offers you the ability to do those before you go in. That was something, again, I didn't really set it up. So, but it looks like it's really deep. And both of the football games have added a lot of defensive features too. So a lot of people complain that they don't have the ability to stop people online. But I did. I mean, I played it, and I'm 3-0. It's not because I'm such a great player, though. It's because people get down by like 10 points and they just quit. I mean, I know the quarters are short. It's 4-minute quarters still. But being down by 10 in the second quarter, I had a guy quit on me. I said this in another video. I was beating the guy's butt. I was beating his butt. And like, I just thought he was going to quit. I even went on mic and told him he could just quit, because I was kind of hoping he wouldn't quit. So, reverse psychology and all that. But he had his mic turned off. The guy actually sang, by the way, the whole time. He sang. And so as soon as he actually got the lead back in the fourth with 2 minutes to go, right? He went ahead 21-17. So I'm thinking, I can still not blow this game because I blew the lead. I can still win this game. And let's do it. This is a challenge. I really want to beat this guy. And he just disconnects. And I think he did it because the first half I just moved the football at will, and he presumed that he could not win. So, that's disappointing. I mean, I get it. You got to quit. You got to concede, do it. But have we really gone so soft? If you get out 10 points, the whole thing's over and you just got to pull a cord? I'll take the loss. Or I'll take the win because he's getting a loss for that. That's the difference. At least now the right person gets it. Don't quit games, concede them. There's a difference. Conceding is doing it the right way, and quitting is like pulling the cord. As you know, in Madden, in college football, one thing I forgot to mention is the mascot mashup is back, so be aware of that. And then last but not least, for number 10, This is all new to me, so I'm reading this for the first time. It's Ultimate Team, which I really don't play anymore. I dabble in it. It's kind of fun. For online competitive interface, is streamlined, distraction-free matchmaking loops. It's rewritten netcode, too, to drastically reduce latency. So weekend league matches will be coming. The Ultimate Team will be doing a lot more online play and competitive play. I think that's a great thing. And maybe if something is actually on the line, like they have some kind of a match, maybe people will not quit. Maybe if you give them a little bit of incentive, they'll stay on. And that's it for me. I'm very excited. I got the MVP Plus membership. I got a PS5, and I also have it on a computer, which I'm going to be primarily playing it on the computer. So, I'm going to do both. Like, if you're interested in PS5 or PC, then this is the right place to be. And I will be doing a lot of game clips and stuff. If you don't want to pay extra money to get the game early, then need a game, then just come check out my channel and, ask me questions in the comments if you need me to check out something. I'll be happy to do that for you. That's it for me, and hopefully everyone gets to the games next week and gets to play some during the holiday and hang out with your friends and family. So, should be fun. I can't wait.
OH! Can't catch me, Wolverines! Get him! Too slow! Muddy mess! OHIO rules! Gone edge rue 8 lows! Just 1 week until EA Foot Python go! Oh!
Look like you. I dread the look of the dead. I'm locking the door, keeps us safe. Prying